Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
In India, US, France, England, Poland, Switzerland are the countries in which I have spent all my entire life working, and I cherished every moment of it. Why not? That's what my parents expected me to do when they named me Anand. I was born, good evening Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I was born in Hyderabad to Shakuntala Bhairat and Vittalrao Bhairat. My father was a railway employee and my mother is a homemaker. I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers. I grew up in a combined family. At one point of time there were 20 people staying under one roof, including my grandparents, my uncles, aunts and cousins. I did my study in Marathi medium school up to 6th standard. I studied in Dr. Davre's school in Hyderabad and Saraswati Pathshala again. In 8th standard I moved to English medium school and studied in Vivekvardhani High School, which is strategically located between 2 movie theatres in the center of Hyderabad city. Unfortunately, I could not make use of those movie theatres at that point of time. I did my BSc Mathematics, Physics and Chemistry and then MSc Tech Applied Electronics from Viswana University, and I secured 3rd rank in my post-graduation. I started my career in PSI Data Systems as software engineer training, and most of the computer skills I learned on the job. I am proud to be part of the team which developed computer numerical controllers, which are as powerful and as accurate as General Electric's 1050 HL machines. In 1985, Vijay Lakshmi entered my life, and she has been a great supporter and friend of mine. We are blessed with 2 wonderful children, Sheetal and Amit, both sunshiners. Sheetal is enthusiastic and helpful. She has done her BPM and she works for a company called Win Media Systems Communications. My son, ever-smiling son Amit, has a sense of humor, and you have seen him taking various roles at Sunshine. In 1985, I had an opportunity to visit Japan, and I saw Mount Fuji there. It's the tallest mountain in Japan. This is the first time I saw snow there, live snow. And I was so impressed by the snow that I forgot everything, tied a shopping bag around my waist, and converted the slide slope to a slope of the mountain to a slide and slid on the slide. Unfortunately, I could not stop slowly, and I broke I had a small fracture. But what I remember is not the fracture. I still vividly remember the beautiful snow-capped mountain slope. And given a chance, I would do it again. In 1992, I was hired by Milex Incorporated, which is a US-based company working on range controllers. And unlike the current times, they came looking for me instead of me applying for a job. One of my ex-colleagues was hired by Milex, and he was assigned the job of finding engineers from India, and I was one among them. It was a no-brainer to decide to move to US, as they applied for my H1 visa. They offered to provide airfare for the entire family, which we definitely took that opportunity. In 1992, we moved to US, and I worked for, we stayed all the way in Silicon Valley. I worked for Milex, Acer and Sybase. In 2000, all of us got our green cards, and we decided to, anyway, in spite of that, come back to India, because our heart is here. I realized our heart is here. After I came back to India, I continued to work with Sybase, from a US-based company from my home in White House. And in 2002, I worked for Satyam from 2002 to 2007 in Satyam. And in 2008, I decided to form a company called Way to Goals Software India Private Limited. Way to Goals, as the name suggests, is dedicated to help our end users reach their financial goals. I like reading, walking, listening to music, watching more comedy shows, and doing social service. I do not like loud music, traffic jams, and people driving on footpaths disregarding the safety of others. My role models are Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Narayana Murthy, Mahatma Gandhi, and Baba Anand. I realize that I'll be happy if people around me are happy. So I always try to make sure that people around me are happy. Thereby, I am happy. Over to you, Madam President.